See, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help? All of my help cometh from the Lord. He will be surrounding me more. And he will call me more of a river. The more spirit, solo, in the see, I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help? All of my help cometh from the Lord. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7. All around the world. This is Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 5 minutes by the top of the hour at a time. We do have Mr. Olayomi Koiki joining in any moment from now. But this afternoon, exactly at 1:30, the BB Means Business Show is coming your way once again with BB Clement. Today is joining and special guest Jeff Les as we talk about faith and finance. Are you a person of faith? Or do you think that maybe some businesses you don't have to go there, a person of faith, and all that stuff comes in there. You ask yourself the question, so what is that all about there? But then there is a way that we both match, and that is what is going to be telling you about this afternoon. So come and hear the inspirational story of how God took an orphan who lived on the street. He's on with BB Means Business. Okay, we'll take a big break. Once we come back, we'll be having Mr. Olayomi Koiki joining in. I don't have Mr. Frank Davis also joining in. And we'll be dissecting and bisecting all the stories that is making the rounds there. But Yomi is going to be bringing you updates from Nigeria. There is what's happening. London of chance on the PDP leader has been handed 1 year jail sentence for insulting the president and the SDF boss. Now, what did he say? He didn't say that he didn't find his certificate or what. Okay, you want to know more about that? Stay tuned, don't you go away. It is Starr Radio UK.
In your own house in Ghana, then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram Pram, Sopoli, Dohenia, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur, and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business that you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially ready. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from Sendwave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking. Good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. The money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749-7377647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit with us. Check me out. Yes. He tells me my energy is making me tired. Yes. How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that the stats of good luck has supported myself and the one that just
And 2019, forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio. Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur, and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business that you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life be
Hello, lovely listeners. Tune in to the renewed show with Charlotte. Make it a date to listen to me this and every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Starr Radio UK. Tune in to an hour of power, an hour of encouragement, an hour to inspire you to stay positive and strong in this season. See you there and listen.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on
Strong
the
in this
Starr
season.
Radio UK.
See you there and listen.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlords, tenant property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenya, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Welcome back to the program. It is already UK. We're trying to get Miss Olayomi Koiki on, so just bear with us. But remember, this Saturday, the 7th of August, it's happening live all at the Fairfields Hall, where it is finished. The Lady to Lady Conference will be open exactly at 11 a.m. and the program starts exactly at 12 p.m. So make a date with them, okay? The ladies to ladies. I don't know whether men can, because they come Good stuff. I tell you, we've been to that meeting before, but I don't know whether men are allowed to come there. Maybe I'll put on some Scottish clothing and then go in there. But whatever it is, just stay tuned. Just bear with us while we try to get Mr. Olayomi Koiki on. All right then. But this afternoon, exactly at 1:30, BB Clement is coming your way with BB Means Business. Coming your way with BB Means Business. So make a date with her as well. It is already okay. We're doing our best to get Mr. Olayomi Koiki on. Olayomi, if you can get back to us, just get back to us. All right. Let's take this quick break and then I'll get Mr. Olayomi Koiki on for you.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur, and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business. The show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business that you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do
I've been
something?
told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that the start of the darkness of that surmounted myself and the world will adjust. And 2019,
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Starr Radio.
Welcome back to the show. It's now 16 minutes past the top of the hour. Let's see whether we can hear Mr. Olayomi Koiki. Yomi. Hello, Olayomi.
Hello.
Okay, he's still not on yet. Okay, so we'll do our best to try to get through to him. But then, before then, I've got with me my colleague, Mr. Frank Davies in the house as well. So let me say, Frank, good morning to you.
Archie, good morning and good morning to our listeners, our viewers, wherever they are. Welcome them once again to Starr Radio. What can we say?
How are you doing?
Archie, I am doing very well, pleasantly well.
Great. Thank God for being very, very well there. That's Mr. Frank Davies for you. Okay. Now, have you been following the Olympic Games?
Yes, I have followed the Olympic Games to a point. Especially I've been involved with the British team. I'm impressed with they are an island. Especially their skills in the bicycle.
In Ghana and Nigeria has got bronze.
There we tell us we're trying to get to the studio.
How many years since a Ghanaian boxer at the Olympics won the bronze? I think 70 something. That was the last time.
For me, I feel so sad when I see what is going on in this league, all because of lack of investment. You look at this country, for instance, most of these people are
I have to restart the system again.
There was one good winner, the one who what do you call it?
The DMX, the lady that didn't get the final. Because
I mean the post was not recognized, but now they're going to look at what the lottery is doing for them. I get it. Take Nigeria. One of the last time we have a national athletics competition, and what happened to them? When we were growing up, when I was growing up, I mean, there was a boy I schooled with. They call him Amido. Actually, you know, those hard surfaces. The guy can jump. And I know the guy had opportunity. Actually, the guy was jumping 4 times our length. Wow. The guy was jumping, and it still plays in my mind that these are the kind of people that he was so tall. He's one jump. Wow. Ask yourself, Are you getting it?
That is the question. Where did it end?
And then look about how we make use of the digital resources
That we have. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if you pay the British, we're spending about 4 bills, whatever, protection and other things for the artists.
Yeah.
When they finish their individual races, what do?
They come home. Yeah.
The names are the Bujonis and all the for that individual it's preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you tell a Ghanaian, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those who are not supposed to be there are there with their girlfriend, boyfriends, and others. And they won't be there taking care of them till the end of the ceremony. When some they even like it about, they'll go home with nothing. But they will justify that in the end. That's essentially Nigeria. Most of the we don't pay attention to athletics. I was looking at a boxer, especially the female boxer.
Yeah.
And I'm asking, look at all these Nigerian women who are eating a back. Why are we not seeing them competing at the female boxing?
They did the weightlifting.
Look at all these our women who are eating kenke and other things. And they box. But you see, Archie, you go even to the high jump and the surface they give you to jump on. You better start praying for your back.
Your people snap. What is it? The answer is broken.
But that is true. Look at it now.
Yeah.
People are eating what you call it.
Pizza and all this meats.
See what the ayoyo, the green leaf pepper leaf, and all pepper fruit that we eat. I was watching one Japanese people boss at the You look at that langa, say, this one only one
from some Ghanaian lady.
Eba will not be your time. Look, that is
Good morning. I hope you can hear me back in the studio. I think, listening to Frank there, and I say good morning to all our listeners around the world, and welcome again to Starr Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, and you can follow us on www.starradiouk.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. If you're sending money home to your loved ones, remember to use SendWave, and remember to use the Star code, S for Star, R for Radio. Let's take you back. While Frank was speaking there, I was laughing behind the scene, and the reason for that is, the corruption has taken Nigeria to Japan, in Tokyo rather, because we saw some of the athletes protesting, and you might wonder why they are protesting. Is nothing more than the kind of corruption that we have talked about. I will see maybe we can get this image out through my background while I'm speaking to our listeners, so that I might change the background and then they might be able to see it. What I've got here says, we are not just alternated, but potential medalists. So it is not the fault of those that have been sent to Tokyo, but it is the fault of the Minister of Sport that doesn't understand what it means that people have to be tested before you take them down to that kind of, Olympic that has not just happened last year. If you remember, there was, due to the COVID, we had that situation where we couldn't get it done last year. That means there was a more time, to have been given the opportunity, to prepare some of these athletes. So when you talk about people eating a bar, it's not about their fault. It's about that same corruption that have embattled Africa, not just Nigeria. And that is why, we were seeing placard, in Tokyo, which says, I've got another one says, why should I be, I think this one says, why should I be blamed, for somebody else's fault? So like I said, it is not the fault of these young athletes. I could see them, they have energy in them, they're eating a bar. But the problem is the corruption in Nigeria has not given them the hope that we expect them to see, in some of these, Olympic, that you expect them to bring back glory to the country.
Good morning, Yomi. How are you doing?
Well, sorry for our listeners that sometimes, technology could sometimes be, an hindrance to what we do. And that is why, we couldn't come on air as quickly as possible. But we're back here now. And I can say a very good morning to those of you that are watching us from around the globe, and welcome to Starr Radio UK. On the window view, it's good to see the green leaves that are there. I was watching a video, I think this was done by a Ghanaian in America, complaining about how we do not respect the law. What happened is a woman was given a ticket somewhere in America for parking on the grass, even though she owned the property, is in front of her house, but she couldn't have done so because according to the law enforcer, that was a bylaw. Wow, in Africa, you wouldn't have get that kind of a ticket. But I'm doing very well. It's good to be back again. It is the 3rd of August 2021, 11:24 from here, and I'll come back again to you in the studio back in the studio.
Yes, listeners, Mr. Olayomi Koiki bringing you updates from Nigeria. Let's finish the Olympic Games because it's something that is going on. We cannot bury our heads in the sand and say that it's not happening. But at least Nigeria has got 1 bronze and Ghana has got 1 bronze. Do you think we could have done better?
No, actually, why couldn't have? I mean, in fact, even the number of people first, the sports that the range of sports that we presented before is too limited because we have the potential.
Okay.
You look at biking, for instance.
Yeah.
Look, biking, we go to farm, we trek the law. When we go now, some of us, we are not taking to school, we walk.
Yeah.
That is way of training.
Yeah.
So we can, and if you look at our bicycle, Zanga, they are not these countries, they are difficult to ride.
Right. So if you did 5 pound one, that one
So
easy.
if we identify some of these sports and get people to it, and it's a source of generating revenue for the country as well.
Yeah.
Because we now have to look at all these Olympic people, endorsement, sponsorship, and other things.
Yeah.
It makes them money.
Yeah.
And then, so the range of sports that we actually try to compete in is too limited.
Okay. That's one thing. Yeah.
Why can't we do swimming?
Well, we'll swim in the river, though.
Yeah, but what can we do swimming? Swimming in rivers is difficult than swimming in a pool.
Yeah.
And that is why recently, last 3 weeks, we saw when these sand waves and people were dying in Scotland.
Yeah.
Because they thought they mastered the art of swimming
In the pool, so they went.
and then they went to the river, they didn't know that the underground current is just similar to that river at somewhere in Zamfara State. That jumping.
We are swimming like no man's business.
So those the sports that we get is very strong. But again, that comes to our national policy. What is the sport development agenda for the basic schools in our place? In this country, from the basic school, you begin to get involved. That's a key part of it.
Yeah.
And once you identify, today as I speak to you, if you go to Clapton, if you go to Edmonton, all those leisure centers are facilities that have been constructed that where people can go and learn how to swim. So from the young age, they get involved in some of those activities. Boxing, there are boxing teams over there. That behind us over here, Legacy Center, there are boxing teams
all that.
over there. But in our place, we do not invest in those activities. That's what I'm saying. The money that we allocate to the Ministry of Sports, where we spend so much, look, the amount of money we used to buy land cruiser for the Minister of Youth and Sport, that if we say the expenditure on that Minister of Youth and Sport, we should devote that to building a proper, basically a cycle course per state. Probably that will build a 10 cycle course per year. So we need to develop it. And we've not prioritized those areas. That's the problem.
Yomi, do you think that maybe diversifying when it comes to, or diversification when it comes to sports? Because it looks like Africa likes to concentrate so much on football, and then we bring the grandfathers who will present it.
And then we change the age, and they can't play more than what you expect them to do because the age has been multiplied by 2. I mean, the question is that just like Frank have said, we have the pool of talent back home in Africa, just like in Ghana, in Nigeria. I mean, I can remember while I was in secondary school, the amount of people that were doing different kind of sports, volleyball. I mean, we were doing literally all this sport. I mean, badminton, basketball. But the question is, who should represent you becomes a big problem. You have to either bribe somebody, the right people are not being used, the right materials are not being used. I was speaking to a friend in Italy yesterday, and we were discussing about automobile, and I was saying the kind of training is not available on the ground. He was of the similar opinion, but he said it's the laziness. I said no, it's not just about the laziness, it's about the system that is not available to help people back home. And what are the system, and that would take me to something that I posted on my Facebook timeline, I think about this morning. I'm going to get that up. We expect the government to have the facility available, and then the citizens to be there to be given all the necessary training. Sometimes it is not literally the government that has to maintain some of these facilities. Some of these facilities can be given to private individuals that could look into it, and then bring in those young individuals that would then be able to support as well. But it is not the same in Nigeria, and I say the same thing is not happening as well in Africa. And that is why we have not been able, to see, those kind of quality that you expect to see, especially, when it comes to, the kind of the situation. I mean, a nation which makes the final sacrifice for life and freedom does not get beaten. This is a quote from Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, and that is why we are saying that, until we have a system, that is working properly for everyone, not just for minority of people and just free people, then we will continue to see lapses just in the kind of a disgrace that we have. I mean, the other poster, I mean, I can see it says, why should we suffer because of someone else's negligence?
Well, that is yeah, let me ask something. This plan, is it, we do not prioritize. I mean, because some of these post people were identified 10 years ago. Yeah. Supported, developed over time. Okay. So it's that the whole planning environment, that is where the problem is. Yeah. No one should think that we do not have a valid role today. Tomorrow we're going to present silence. He has to take planning. Yeah. What is our goal for the next 10 years when it comes to all these Olympic sports? Yeah. Can we start investing in it? And again, when it comes to athletics at the local level, the basis, because that is where the talent hunt starts. Yeah. Right? Yeah. When we go to this, today we are across schools, inter schools competition. Even colleges, inter schools competition at the college level, or probably at university. Yeah. What happens to the first run over there? How do we identify? Or without you, this person has won this, then they go buy some old book and give to the person. They go back to their is that what we do not encourage them? Those are the talents we can pinpoint that this person has potential. How do we support the person? Are you getting it? That is why you sit here and credit, they can tell you that, okay, nationally, the government can tell you that when you come to start planning, credit areas will hope for young music talent. Yeah. Why? Because they have data on them, they have facilities around the area that people troop in and are able to demonstrate their ability and their talent. Sony Music is hunting for people, PRS is threatening over here, and they know the pool of talent that are coming from within the area. So it's all about planning, which again we link. They have facilities around it. How we prioritize it. And like we said, people who get their projects want to make them profit. And that's our problem. Yeah. No long-term plan. Yeah. Sony Music is hunting for people already. Okay, Mr. Frank Davis for you, Mr. Lightning Koiki in our North London studios, and I'm Archie here, and we are going to be looking at updates from Nigeria. My name says good morning to Peace Diamond. It says good morning, Frank. Good morning, Archie. Good morning to Koiki as well. Okay, I'm saying good morning to you. Hope you are doing very, very well. But now, Yomi, let's start our conversation on the update. Youth leader handed 1-year jail sentence for insulting President Buhari and the SGF boss, Mustafa says. Now, what insult was that?
Well, it's not the first time that you see the DSS running after individuals for calling names, whether somebody that have decided to call their dog, their pet, Buhari, or somebody that speaks something that the government doesn't like. I mean, we've got to look at it. Let me take you back slightly to what took place, at the court when those 12 individuals that was detained and only 8 of them was brought to the court. You need to see how the DSS was really manhandling, one of the journalists. You could just tell that, even in the midst of all the cameras that were, bringing that information to the world, they care less. I mean, and at the end of the day, this is where that news has popped up that somebody, is being picked up, for according to the government, violating a name calling of Buhari. I could imagine the kind of names that was called when Trump was in power. How many people would have been arrested and kept in those prisons? But this is Africa, and this is why, sometimes, you got to look at it as a second thought. And this is my own personal opinion, not the opinion of Star Radio UK, that I believe that it is time now that we really look into it. We can't continue like this, and at the end of the day, the best option is, a total disintegration, so that we can have a system that works for everyone, not just for the few.
Actually, you see, whenever I talk of the fact that politicians operate as kings, they are in that chieftaincy mentality. Yeah. In a village setting, it is haram, forbidden to say anything against it. Yeah. When you do that, it doesn't matter whether the queen has come to steal your wife, they've come to break your thing, they order people to your house, to break it, to do whatever. You cannot speak ill of the king. That same mentality is what we are using to govern in democracy. What we call democracy. Because democracy should function the way it is defined, yeah, and possess all the attributes that come with it. Once we start taking away those attributes, it is not fit to be called democracy. So we might now have to find a different name for it. It's not a pseudo democracy. The word democracy itself is not limited to the voting. That's not what should be limited to, but that's what we use in what we participate in. I mean, I don't know. But you see, over how many times has the president, the prime minister, is taking on? Well, sometimes you run you it is a how does the president are going to bring bread and butter to someone by the roadside? And besides, is it criminal to call someone a name? Is it part of the criminal code? I don't know the charges, the level that means them, because I've not looked at the charges. But it is shocking that at this point of the time, we still have Buhari trying to behave or his assigns, trying to behave as if he's a king, or an overlord of Nigeria. I mean, it's totally unacceptable. And I mean, it's disgrace. And it's an extension of the culture of sounding that, look, Ghanaians have a song that also Granami you. Yeah. The more you cry, the more you cry. Look, the more the citizens cry, the more I do. The more they cry their anger, therefore we name Archie. If you do, look, if you make noise, I'll come in. That's exactly what it is. It's an aggressive oppression of dissent. An attack of freedom of speech. Yeah. I'm not saying when you insult me. No. Once you're a leader, you present yourself out there. You need to develop certain skills. Some dark skills. And anyone who will say and will stand and job worry, it is out of frustration. Yeah. Nothing but frustration. Yeah. And why we see that addressing it, what is addressing the frustration? You see, today the person voiced out. Tomorrow, you know why? You don't voice down. You know what you do? You take the law into your own hands. The minister somewhere. Probably that's what they are. Maybe that's what they want. Is it true or not? Well, let's go back to Koiki for more of the updates from Nigeria. Over to you, sir.
Well, let's take a look at some of the other headlines as well. It seems, the COVID is rising back again in Nigeria, according to what we have here. So the headline says, 19 cases. NESG, LCCI fear a fresh lockdown as the federal government plans a tough actions against the third wave. According to information that we have here, says some stakeholders in the economic sector yesterday strongly advised Nigerians to adhere strictly to the COVID-19 safety protocols to reduce the rising coronavirus cases in the country. According to the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and the Industry, as well as the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in a separate interview, expressed fear that another lockdown will negatively affect, the economy as well. Let's touch on some of the other headlines as well. Once again, this is still Star Radio UK. It's exactly 11:39 as well. The naira strengthened to 512 naira to a dollar as the bank sells dollar for 412 naira, according to the information we have here. Osibajo, governors begin talks as fear grips APC. There's been a lot of conversation around the APC over the weekend regarding, some of their, Congress. According to the Vice President, Yemi Osibajo, and the governors elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress have begun consultation on how best to resolve the internal crisis in the APC following the Supreme Court judgment on the chairmanship of Maya Malabuni. On Monday in Abuja, according to information, the Vice President, rather, under the directive of President Muhammadu Buhari, consulted with the governors and other stakeholders to deliberate on the ways to escape future legal traps as well. You're still listening and watching Star Radio UK, the morning show this morning. I will take one more because of time spent, then we will go straight into some of those trending right inside the Twitter this morning as well. Let's look at this other headline. Ijaw Congress seeks Jonathan's intervention, according to the PIB, which is the Petroleum Industry Bill. According to the information we have here, the Ijaw National Congress has urged former President Goodluck Jonathan to prevail on the President Muhammadu Buhari not to sign into law the controversial Petroleum Industry Bill recently passed by the National Assembly. According to the NINC, President Professor Benjamin Okaba spoke when he led the national executive members of the body and the central zone officials of the Ijaw Youth Council on a visit to Jonathan in his office in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. Okaba said Jonathan should intervene and urge Buhari to demonstrate understanding by declining his presidential assent to the PIB. I will take the whole lot, go straight to Twitter, then we come back and then look into some of those headlines as well before time goes. Exactly 11:41, and then let me go straight into the latest when we come to what we know in terms of the COVID in Nigeria today. As of today, 48 new cases have been confirmed. Sorry, bear with me there. Let's refresh that. It might be an old one. Let's see if we can just get that refreshed quickly, and then we can get the latest when it comes to the COVID, up to date. Yes. Asat. Okay. Okay. We just leave that because I'm not sure we have the right data for that. But let me go straight into what is trending on Twitter this morning. EFCC is trending. Buhari is trending. The president is still currently in London, taking medical care, according to his spokesman that believe that the president for the last 40 years have been using the same medical treatment facility in UK, and that is the more reason why he's down here in London. So why is EFCC trending? Let's quickly take one or two tweets out of the tweet this morning. I read a little bit about it. There's another person called Murphy that have point finger that EFCC has actually told him to lie low after the Hush Puppy case that is currently ongoing on between the between the FBI and the Nigerian government, but the EFCC have come out to debunk that as well. But according to Easterblog Niger, at about 2 hours ago, I am not a fraudster and am not in any way associated with fraudsters. Murphy denies EFCC report, asking to lay low because of the Hush Puppy. So that, I guess, for those that are Nigerians will understand that story. But for those that are not Nigerians, it's just a case of a young man known as Abbas Rahman that has paid 8 million naira to now the former DCP that has now been taken off his position while internal investigation is going on. Buhari trends all the time, but I'm not sure why he's trending today. But according to the People's Gazette 3 hours ago, IPOB accuses Buhari Abakaira of Igbo genocide, asks the U.S. court to block sales of the Super Tucano planes. That is coming from one of the tweets as well. Also, according to Amaka Ike on Twitter, IPOB sues U.S. Secretary over the sales of fighter aircraft to assist Buhari government commit genocide in the Southeast. We take one more and then we come straight back to you as well in the studio. And then this one says, an Adamawa PDP youth leader, Ikamu Amado Kato, has been handed a 1-year jail sentence for insulting President Muhammadu Buhari and the SGF, the Secretary General of the Federation, Boss Mustafa. Kato had described Buhari and the Boss Mustafa as a useless human beings. He was afterward arrested by the DSS and arraigned afterward. This is what the beginning of the conversation when we started the broadcast. I come back now straight to you in the studio. It is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London.
If you call the president a useless human being, you're going to face it.
Well, then what happened to the young man that slapped the president in France? You know,
in France, he would have been shot dead.
But you see, depending on again, I don't know who represented him, and again, the stand of the court whether this was just a predetermined position. Because from my own stance, I mean, anyone can be useless at it for any job. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you don't fit in, if you're not included in my condition, you are useless.
Yeah.
So you can be prepared for others, for me, you are useless.
You are not meeting my needs. So I don't know. You are useless.
I don't know who was his lawyer, but at the end of the day, the guy is right before the president. Look, he's useless. At the end of the day, he came to power, don't see everything. My security situation has worsened. I am unemployed graduate. I don't have food. So what is that? What is it to do? He is useless. Because I can't use him for anything.
No, they didn't understand the word useless. That's why they interpret it very well. And that seems to be the problem. Well, let's come to the petroleum industrial bill that they're talking about. That people are calling on the former president, Jonathan. Good luck, Jonathan, that way, to go and prevail with the president. Now, do you need a former president to come and tell you that a bill that has been tabled is not fit for purpose? The people around you, someone will say, excuse me to say, that's why even this guy who said, I think the president is useless, it will be justified for saying that.
I'll wait for one. This is what we voted for House Representatives and Senate. And before a bill comes before the president, it doesn't matter whether it's taken a cabinet or it goes to the House of Representatives and then the Senate. The people we voted over there who have been creating some of the highest, MPs that we have globally, and some of the highest paid senators that we have, they are supposed to scrutinize those bills. They are our direct representatives. Are you getting me? Yes, that's when debates and everything are supposed,
to take place. Yeah.
Now, if they have gone through all that process, gone through the House, the motion has passed. Gone to the Senate, it has passed. Now before the president, I do not think that would be a good sign. Because what it then means is that we have wasted the taxpayers' money.
Okay.
By the number of sitting times and sitting hours, the senators and others have used. What I think should be done though, and I think I'm not like the way they are doing, they should point out certain things in the bill that they think is not wrong with them, but with the senators and the House Representatives might not have been aware of, and then launch a formal appeal to the president, launch a formal appeal to both the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Because I do believe that, look, the senators and the House of Representatives should be those to be held accountable for and responsible for approving the bill.
But Yomi, let me ask you a question there. Now, this petroleum industry bill, now, who does it benefit? Now, we're looking at the states where maybe the oils are drilled from, okay? And we think that, okay, whatever is supposed to be retained there is not that percentage that is going to. So whatever they put, and they didn't give them that. Now, when it comes to the Senate, the setup, who are the majority there? Because I'm looking at the trend of voting that made them come to this agreement that this bill has been passed, and it's just left the president to just sign it into law.
Before we do the cabinet, I think the contention over here is about the increased percentage that some people were demanding.
Yeah.
Because the oil industry is in their area, they want that percentage to be into that area. If that is not what has been happening, it's where the contention is. I mean, I don't mind how to go on.
Let's just give a kind of a background. You know, the Nigerian National Assembly, which has passed this long-awaited petroleum industry bill known as the PIB, as the government works to fix, you know, these long-standing foreign investor concern over the national oil sector, outdated regularity, and the fiscal framework. So this has been for like almost a decade. But on the 1st of July, the country's Senate and the House of Representatives each passes different versions of the PIB after more than a decade of the effort and the revision it was first presented to the National Assembly. Both chambers will now embark on a reconciliation process to agree on a joint version of the bill before it can be sent to the president for the assent into the law. So as you can see that you know, it is not yet over, because you know, both the Senate and the House of Representatives, there's still disparity between both of them, and that is why, you know, there's a lot of concern. People are still pushing the pressure out there by speaking to people like the former president Goodluck Jonathan. Let me take you back to some of the weeks ago when, you know, the southern governors had the meeting in Lagos. They also requested the 3% to be increased to 5% as well. But what we can say is both the chambers will now embark on this reconciliation process, you know, and then we'll have to see what happens. It says the legislative process is likely to be completed this year, given both the legislative and the executive branch are eager to demonstrate their willingness. So it is not just having effect on those that they have access to the crude oil, but also the foreign investors as well. But according to Masoud Mohammed, head of the West African content on the Wood Mackenzie Sub-Saharan Africa Upstream Research Team, says, while there is still work to be done before the PIB becomes a law, the energy research and the consultancy firm sees momentum behind the bill. Effort to push through the PIB have been ongoing since the first legislative attempt in 2008, culminating into the most recent failure in January 2018, when President Muhammadu Buhari refused to sign the text into the Nigerian law due to concern around the potential loss of ministerial power and the lack of physical content.
Actually, if you look at it, when the issue about resolution of trying to put a sign over here, something that we do have over here. It's typical with the British Parliament where the House of Lords and the House of Commons. The House of Commons will pass something, they'll send it to the House of Lords and they'll make amendment, reject it, which is what the Senate will call, the Senate has approved a different version. So the House of Lords will approve a different version, send it back to the House of Commons, and then they also rectify, then send it back. But ultimately, the House of Commons will have the final say, but that's where the final is now the general government. So basically, that's what we have over here. But that means there's still hope. Okay. There is still hope, and the indication that the president has at one time rejected signing it will still, offer a bit of glimpse of hope that whatever anyone is seeking, so there will be a bit of compromise over there. But I don't want us to think that because a bill has not gone our way, it means in the entirety it is a wrong bill. Okay. That will be a different case to talk about, because it means that whatever our wishes are, we want to pose it on others, which for me will not be the right thing.
Okay. Akintunde, good morning to you. Simon has processed something. He said that now really, I don't know when an insult becomes a crime. The President of America is being insulted every day by the citizens of America, yet nothing happened. If he himself is good, he wouldn't be jittery or worried about being insulted on social media. It goes better to say, just bear with me. Yeah, the guy is becoming something else in the country now. Like you said, they are becoming like chiefs. Or gods, small gods. You don't touch them, don't insult them. That's what's going on. All right, then, listen, let's start reading. Okay, we'll talk about episode live. This is episode live for exclusive remarks.
11:53 a.m. and this one is coming from the Yoruba Nation Now Twitter. Yoruba people are one of the largest ethnic groups in the Black Africa today. They can be found in almost every country of the world. Also, the daily protests continue since they started after the raid of Chief Sunday Igboho's house on the 1st of July. People have been going to number 10 Downing Street on a daily basis, putting their protests, peaceful protests out there, and that continue as well. But for now, I come back again to you in the studio and I say a very good morning. Make sure you tune in, don't go anywhere, as we have more guests and more to talk about on Star Radio UK. From there, I say have a very good morning and bye for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olayomi Koiki. Listeners, it is Starr Radio UK. He'll be coming your way tomorrow with another edition of the update from Nigeria.
Okay, from there, I say have a very good morning and bye for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olayomi Koiki. Listeners, it is Starr Radio UK. He'll be coming your way tomorrow with another edition of the update from Nigeria. But at this juncture, I think I've got with me the one and only BB Clement, who is going to be on air this afternoon exactly at 1:30 with BB Means Business. And she's going to be talking briefly about what she's going to be doing today. Hello, Sister BB. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody.
Thank you very much to those of you that are watching. We hope to be back again, very soon. I'll be coming live soon. But for now, have a very good morning from wherever you're watching. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Bye for now.